Well, hello, hello, hello. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Make sure that you can hear me okay as we get started tonight. Please hear me. Okay, what's going on? All right, let's see. If not, we always jump to the next thing. It's never a problem. We'll move to the next thing and start right over. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay, I think I'm having a little technical difficulty. Let me know if you can hear me by putting some comments in and let's see. All right, excellent, good. Well, welcome to Money Talks with Ayanna Smith. I tell you, on my end, it was looking a little different. And you know how sometimes the technology isn't too kind. However, we are going to get started. Great evening to everybody who is on and ready to rock and roll. I thank you all so much for being with me this evening. This is Money Talks with Ayanna Smith, and I am your host, Ayanna Smith, and I am a financial professional, life insurance broker. And I am here to help you, of course, make and save money, but help you drill down, even with business owners thinking about your succession planning, and also estate planning for all of us who are here looking to see what are we supposed to be doing in the middle of all that we're doing, working, trying to work more, make it work, and work. And we want to see some traction in what we're doing. But this broadcast, I thought it would be interesting, and just been listening to some people talking about, how can I make more money? How can I supplement what I already have coming in? How can I transition? Because we always talk about people having multiple streams of income. And it doesn't always mean that you have to work, would say 7 streams or 8 streams. Doesn't mean that you have to work and do 7 different things, but have some different things that can bring in money once you get it up and running. Of course, you have to start, but the main thing is start. And so we're going to talk about a few of those things on that list. I said 20 things. And if you have some additional things that you do that will work, we may talk about some of those things that and we may also bring on this list some things that you might have not heard of before, because it's just what it is. Hey, everybody. So good to see everybody coming on. And I'm glad that you can hear me and see me. And good evening, great evening to everyone. All right, make sure that you grab a pen, pencil, crayons, whatever you need to grab to take down some of the information that we're going to talk about on this list. And if you have something, like I said, to jump in, put it in the comments so that we can just have a dialogue. And listen, if you don't know, you can always contact me on a side note, on the sidebar. But I do want to tell you off the gate as well, make sure that you get a personalized, and I say personalized, personally signed copy of my new anthology, which is Wealth Building. I'm talking about the entrepreneur, the businesswoman, all that potential unlocked. And we have 4 other dynamic ladies who are in that book, and we want to make sure that you get it. It is $24.99, including shipping. So just let me know, and I can get that link out to you so that you can purchase your book and you can get it in your hands. And we talk about things from accounting, mindset items. I, of course, talk about the insurance piece. We have running your business by numbers, and also business credit. So we have some things for the business person, the regular day-to-day lay person, and also we have some things mindset, because mindset is everything when we're trying to elevate and move to the next things. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to get into this list and talking about 20 things. And this is, like I said, to legitimately, and I always say, make sure that they are legitimate ways to supplement your income so that we won't have to then take that income and you have to figure out what we're going to do in between. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start out. Here is our first one. Our first one is freelancing. Now, well, before I even get into the list, let me say this. You can supplement, I can supplement, we can all supplement our income by doing the things that we love to do. What's something that you do that you can get paid for? And whether it's cooking, singing, organizing, people have made businesses out of the things that they do. If you are a great planner, people do event planning, all of that. Those are things you can do that you can do them without thought. Organize them excellently, in an excellent way. People can pay you for that. Decorating. I have seen people build decorating businesses, and they just have boom, blown up, and it's amazing. So let's start there. Whatever you love to do, that's a supplemental income, or that could become your total income. If you agree, make sure that you put some comments and just let me know that you're hearing whatever I do well. That's my income. That's my supplemental or my primary income. Okay. And so I'm just going to talk about some ways that, in addition to, because I believe we're all multi-talented, and we have things that we love to do, like to do, and it would just benefit us if we could get paid, to do it. And what's the harm in that? I think I'll always like to say, well, how cool is that? Okay, so let's look at the first thing on our list here. Our first thing I want to talk about is freelancing. Offering your skills, like whether it's writing, just like I just said, writing, graphic design, web development, any field on freelance, you can jump those things on your freelance platforms, similar to if you've heard of Upwork, that's one place, Freelancer, or even Fiverr. A lot of people are going to Fiverr to make sure that they are putting their stuff up and that they are getting people. I mean, because I would say this, I have found people to do different things for me, and they are on Fiverr and they do very well. They do work very well. And we want to make sure that that's a legitimate way to figure out, can I get my stuff out there? Yes, you can. Put some of your work out there, see who picks it up. That's an opportunity to start creating an income for yourself. Okay, the second one would be like online tutoring, because people are now looking for tutors, whether it be from little kids all the way up to adults. People are looking for people that are good at what they do and can help me get along if I'm having difficulty in like writing papers or in mathematics, science, study habits, study tools. It's a way to make sure that getting that online tutor, they will help you to learn the subjects that you need help in while you become the teacher of the subjects you are proficient. And you can get on platforms like tutor.com, VIP Kid. That's just something. Or set it up for yourself. You tell people what you do, and if they know you to be a person that is good at what you do, set up your own business. I have friends that are tutors. They tutor people face to face, and they also do some online things. But that's just a way to make money. Set your price, set your fee, determine if you're going to do a separate one person or if you're going to do two or three together. However you set it up, whether it's one-on-one tutoring or group tutoring sessions, you can set it up the way you would like to and do what's coming out of your heart. Something that comes easy to you is an answer for somebody else. Okay, and then let's look at the third one. Are you all writing these things down? So we talked about freelancing. So that's offering your writing, graphic design, web development, any field on, put it on the freelance platforms, Upwork, Freelancer, or Fiverr. Like I said, I've used Fiverr to get some things done for some of the things for my business. And number two, online tutoring. Now, I know that these are not the only things, but I thought that they would be something that, people have been asking me, well, how can I make more money? What are some ways? I said, okay, well, let's talk about that. So the third one, of course, the obvious, people have and do and have been doing for a while, getting a part-time job, whether it's taking on a part-time job like in retail, food services, or other industry that, give you those flexible hours after your main job. And sometimes people are like, wow, I really don't want to have to do that. But, we do what we have to do to build up so we can get to where we want to be. And so people go to their favorite store that they like, and they make sure that they are that they are going on and get, okay, greetings. All right, I'm catching comments as well as I'm talking. So hello, awesome, Dr. BP, good to see you. All right, and next we have on our list, we have, after the part-time job, you can rent out a room. Sometimes people may want to consider, well, I don't want anybody, maybe living with me. And then sometimes you can do that. I would say on a personal note, I've tried that, and it worked for about 2 seconds. And then I was like, wow, okay. Sometimes, but you have to make sure in that you have agreements, and that the person is, is working, and you're helping them, and they're helping you, and make sure that it's so they can get on, to what they need to be do and all that, while it's helping you to cover. I've done it before, rented out a room. You do what you have to do. Then I was able to move on somewhere else and keep it going. So it does work. You just have to make sure that you are flexible, and, well, I would say not necessarily so flexible, but real intentional about who you are dealing with, or transition to this platform. Some people rent out on like the Airbnbs or the Verbos, and you may have heard of those or seen those commercials. And so that seemingly works well. I've had friends that have gotten properties, and they rent out the homes, or they're rent, out for specific different events and all that. And that really works well. So that's an opportunity to dig in and create some more money, and create something, some legitimate money. How about that? Yeah. So, hello, hello, hello. Awesome, awesome. Great evening. Okay, so we'll be moving on to our next list. Let's say thing on the list. We have Drive for Ride Sharing Services. And we know all about that, because that took place and changed the face of what we knew as traditional cabs, where the Lyft companies, the Uber companies came into play, where you utilize personal people's cars to, of course, drive people back and forth to wherever they need to be. An ingenious invention. Hey, I wish I would have thought of it. But that is a way to then employ people to become, some people do it full time. They supplement their income. So it is something that you can do both ways. You can do it full time if your schedule permits, or you can supplement your income and drive when you like to drive. I know some people just say, hey, I pick up a few rides on the weekends, and then that gives me, sometimes my money where I'm looking to save for my trip, or money I want to pay off a bill, or they make sure they earmark it and make it very specific. So that's one thing too. When we think about getting more money or supplementing our income, we want to make sure that we are being intentional and earmarking it. And when I say earmarking, meaning that we are directing and telling the money where we're going to put it. Because if not, it would just become what we say extra money, which may not be the extra money. And we'll end up creating a bigger hole for ourselves, when we're trying to get out of a hole, for example, or just trying to build up. Sometimes we don't have to be in a hole. Everybody is not sitting here, broke or not having money. People want to just level up, move up, and they will say, hey, I'm not going to touch the money that I make. I'm already paying bills or taking care of my home. I want to do something special. So I'm going to find a way to build up and make me some money, so I can have me a travel fund. Yes. So I can have fun while I'm traveling. All right. So sounds good. Okay, let's keep going. So next, after the ride sharing, 6. Some people walk dogs. I don't know about walking cats as much. No, but they do dog walking or pet sitting. So some people do that. Some people do house sitting as well. I would insert that and put that in there. Some people do that. They do house sitting for people. Make sure that everything is taken care of, or they go and get their mail, whatever the case might be. That will help to bring in some income. Some people are hired out to do that, and they do very well doing those types of things. You just have to make sure you're in that place where there's a market for it, and you just go for it, or create it yourself. Market yourself. This is what I do. If anybody needs XYZ, and have your credentials, of course, so that you are verified, checked out, background checks and all that stuff like that. And that may be something that will be an option to help you supplement your income. All right. So next, after dog walking, pet sitting, house sitting, then sell handmade crafts. Look, I have some people, even some folk watching, that are just amazing in crafting and making shirts and crocheting and knitting and all sorts of things. They sew, they paint, what have you. Like I said, what's in your hands is the way that you make money. If you have time to do it, or carve out a plan to get it done, then it is a great way to work the gifts that are in your hands. So they sell handmade crafts. And sometimes people sell them at like local fairs, or they just put up, I have XYZ. People just call them or inbox them. Some people even put things, another place to do a store is like your Etsy store. So you can set up Etsy stores. And I was looking into that myself because I do have some things that I would like to put on that. So I have that. And so just connect with me because we can look at it together. All right. On how to put your crafts and things up on the Etsy store. Then number 8, start a blog. Do you know that you can get paid for your talking, just like we're doing now, talking and educating and speaking? You can get blogs monetized through affiliate marketing, some sponsored content, or some advertising. So it is a way to get your blogs because people want to know what people are saying about certain topics. They want to know if you are an expert on certain topics, and that can then in turn become money when you can monetize what you are speaking. Your intellectual property is basically what that turns out to be. All right, so we're looking at number 9. Number nine. Hello, hello, hello. I tell you, people are coming on in this evening, and I am excited. So glad to see everybody that's coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, hello. And then we have more people coming in now. Looking, I'm like, wow, don't want to miss anyone. So hello to everyone. All right, so let's look at our next line that we're looking at is starting the blog, and after that, online surveys. Listen, I have seen some of these online surveys you can participate in through websites. It's Swagbucks is one. Survey Junkie is another one. It's a bunch of them out there, and sometimes they pay a few $100s per survey to. I mean, and the survey could be, talking about a particular product that you're looking at or a movie. It can be anything, but you are doing a survey. They want to figure out what are spending habits or what people's mindsets are on different things. So there are a lot of survey ways to build money and grow money and get money by doing surveys. So just seek it out for yourself because it may be something that's really, easy to do while you're sitting. You have some time just to kind of sit and dedicate to say, I'm going to get these surveys done, or see how that may work for you. Maybe what you're doing, you're not too busy on the go. Then that is something that you could delve into and look at participating in. And I mean, I've looked and done a few. And so it's another option for you. Okay. And also number 10. Number 10 is something that I've been doing. Now I haven't put a price tag, but I have been decluttering. Declutter your home and sell the items you no longer need. Sometimes you can put them on eBay. You can put them on like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. There's another one. It was I think Offer Up. I think that was the name of. I think it's still out there. Offer Up was another little online app that you could place your items, take a picture of it. Poshmark is another one. I'm not getting paid for saying any of these names, but that's what I need to do. Go back and do all my affiliate stuff so that when I say their names, I can get another income monetized for that. All right. So just think about selling what you have. If it's still good, still decent, and you can't wear it, or you're not using it, or you haven't used it in a while and it's still usable, not broken down and torn up, then think about putting that stuff on the sites that people, you'll be surprised, people will come and get it. I remember even I had bought a few things from like one of those websites, like a Facebook Marketplace or something like that, and you check, and people have done the same. I've sold some things before and put the pictures up on social media and put it in like an album, and people came and got it. I had it was one time I had a storage unit, and I was just liquidating and selling things, and people just came by and they bought them and paid for the stuff, and we just kept going. Yep. And that was that. All right. Hey, niece. I love it. I hate aunt. I know that's That's what I'm called, aunt. Isn't that something? I love it. All right, so let's keep going. I hope you are writing this list down and that you are getting some great ideas. And like I said, if you have ideas of things that you've done, please put them in the comments so that we can talk about them and share what you've done to create more money, generate more money for yourself, because there is money to be made and money to be had, and somebody is always spending it and somebody is always receiving it. Just make sure that at the time that we need it, we're not spending more than we're receiving. And no, as we always say on my show, I'll insert this in with a shameless plug. Money is always talking, even if what we aren't talking about it. So with that, we want to make sure that we continue to go on our list. Welcome to everybody who is coming on. I hope you do find much value in this, because I thought this would be something, since people are always asking, well, how can I make more money? I said, hey, this is what we're going to talk about on Money Talks. Give you 20 ways at least. And I'm inserting a few more things in there as I go along. You do the same. All right. So sell those unused items. So that was number 10. 11. Become a virtual assistant. Some people I know that are even watching, you have exceptional administrative, like I said, acumen. You really are a great organizer. You know how to put things together. You can support businesses and entrepreneurs remotely. You don't even have to be really in the same state to do VA work. You don't. You just have to be organized. We have this computer that we utilize, that we're using right now, phone devices, tablets, what have you. People are really just sending files through different avenues to make sure that people are getting what they need. They're creating SOPs, the standard operating procedures. They are creating things, and people are living in other countries, knocking it out, being a virtual assistant for your business, or for just some, just basic things that you have to get done. And it just helps along with that, in the decluttering, it helps to declutter your business as well, to provide that administrative support to businesses or entrepreneurs remotely. So let's think about that and get that done. All right. So the next thing, okay, I wouldn't say, well, some people do this, and I know some people who do this. Rent out your car. You utilize your car, or people will buy cars, like on the Turo. They put it on Turo, or they put it on Get Around. So these things, I know some people personally who utilize Turo. So they will buy a car, and then they put it up, and instead of people renting from some of the big namers that we know that rent cars, people will look on the Turo sites or the Get Around sites and get cars. And some people have extreme luxury cars. So we just have the regular ABC, get to where I need to get back. People come in traveling, they want to make sure they have a reliable car. This is a place that you can make money legitimately by having a car, or putting your car, if you want to, rent out your car, put it on the Turo site, and you go from there. So that's something to delve in and look into as well. All right. So after that's number 12. So 13. So we're going to move on swiftly. Invest in some dividend paying stocks. Let me talk to you about these dividend paying stocks. I looked into it, and they are real. Not the stocks that just sit in the stock market, but they are the stocks. Dividend paying stocks allows you to basically make money regardless. It's like, if it's a dividend making stock, that company has to pay out, whether the stock market is sky high or drop dead bottom low. Some good dividend paying stocks would be something like your what we call REITs, and that would fall into the category. We could talk about that more. I'm not trying to do a whole class about that tonight, but just call me and connect. It would be some of your hotels. Your hotels are some insurance stocks are also dividend paying stocks. So that's something to keep in mind. Invest in dividend paying stocks. And so we can talk about how that looks. That is really something that you need to focus on, add to the portfolio. And 14, Moving on, affiliate marketing. So you can promote products and services and earn a commission from that. So if you look at the bottom sometimes of different websites, there's an affiliate link, and see how what it takes or what you need to do to become an affiliate. So, and then if you promote, then people can, in turn, what they buy, you get a percentage of it. It's like very similar to, sometimes people talk about, I don't want to do multi-level marketing, but multi-level marketing works. It never fails. It works if you work it. Affiliate marketing is similar because if you have a link and they get some items, through your link, then you'll get some money from it, and you keep on with it. You see it now oftentimes with it's a bank that does that. It's some bank. So yeah, it's I know I could do a whole class on that. So you just let me know if there's something that you're interested in finding out more about, and then I have to set up and do some classes on it, because let me insert this, I will be doing some webinars on Zoom. You'll register, and then we can have a more personal dialogue and get some things going. So you'll see those on the way, along with my book. I have that, available for purchase as well. But the webinars will be complimentary, and then we'll go in and figure out more things that we need to talk about. So if you have something that you want me to share and talk about, please inbox me and let me know that you have an ideal about something, or you want to know a little more about it, and we'll get those conversations going, because it is time that we have the conversations to learn how to do the basic things so that we can grow and level up into the larger and greater things. Okay, so let's get back to our list. All right. And so for those of you all who are just coming on, make sure you like, comment, and share. Let me know if you're watching the replay, #replay, and I will thank you very, very much, even before, middle, during, afterwards. Okay. All right. So we did 11, virtual assistant, do a little recap. 12, rent out your car. 13, invest in dividend paying stocks. 14, affiliate marketing. And now 15, content writing. Some people like to write. You write very well. Like I said, I'm an author. Some people up here are authors. You can write articles, blog posts, website copies for business and online publications. It's a plethora of things. Like I said, if you have a gift, your gift will truly give you money. It will make room for you. It will be there for you, because there's somebody who needs what you do well. They will pay you well to do it. Take that. Want me to say it again? I don't know if I can say that again. All right, but 16, photography. Sell your photos online through stock photography. Listen, I have taken some pictures that I know they look like postcards. You can send them to websites like Shutterstock. You may see that sometimes. Shutterstock or Adobe Stock. So you have stock photos where people will, someone uses your photo or downloads your photo, you get a commission for the people downloading your photos. How cool is that? I mean, some people really take some great photos. Why not put them up on a stock site so people can pull your photos? You never know. You just might be discovered. Okay. All right. 17, rent out equipment. If you have equipment like cameras and power tools and musical instruments, you never know. Someone may just need them. Drum sets that you just may be able to rent them out. Find out what market price is and go for it. And 18, start a YouTube channel, which I do have a YouTube channel. So everybody who's watching me on everything except YouTube, please go over to my YouTube channel at the Ayanna Smith, TheAyanna. You'll see it, AM Smith and Company. Subscribe, please. Yes, subscribe, because there, if you start a YouTube channel, you can create your videos, your topics, and stuff that you're passionate about and that you talk about, and you can monetize them through, advertising, sponsorships, merchandise sales. I mean, the social space is becoming so wide and vast. It is really, when we think about it, most of the time when we don't have that mindset shift, this is our shifting. We will think about being the consumers of, instead of someone consuming from us. We have to be the sellers not always the consumers. So let's just think about that. Nothing wrong. We're making the money not just to consume, but we're making the money to then invest in some of those dividend stocks so we can make more money. And then we're also not just being consumers, we're subtracting because we can't add and subtract at the same time. So we want to make sure we are creating something that people can get from us, glean from us, and we make money in the process. So start your YouTube channel. And also consulting. This is a piece that I love to do. That's why I said, just call me up. Let's talk. And we'll see, set a time, set an appointment, and get, and we have to go through some things, do us a consulting fee, and we keep going, and you get all you need to get, and we go from there. Consulting, this is where you offer your expertise in a particular field as a consultant to businesses or individuals. So just like I offer this, and of course you're listening on social media, but if we need to do something, a deeper dive, a deeper delve, then that is where we go to the consulting piece. Or if you need something with the life insurance piece, that is still a form of consulting that I talk to you, talk through things with you so that we can determine what is the best course of action. So I'm pretty sure that most of you up here have something on the inside of you that you are an expert and that you can lead and guide somebody in a certain field, and they will listen to you talk and they will listen to you guide them, and they will pay you for a session. So don't think that what you have is small. It isn't. Somebody will pay you. Think about all of the things that we see promotional wise where people will have they'll have papers, or well, let me say this. They will have items for sale, a guide or something. They'll say, okay, our class is free. And then for $27, get the guide. Look how quickly $27 adds up. Okay, it doesn't take, and they just, even if 10 people pay $27, add that. If 1,000 people did $27, add that. Quick math. Yeah, 26, just put 2 zeros behind it. $2,700. $27, 1,000 people. So yeah, we have things on the inside of us that we can do the same things. And then 19, consulting. Well, that was 19, consulting. 20, here we are. Peer-to-peer lending. Now, listen, I thought that this one was amazing. I had to say, well, what is peer-to-peer lending? It is when people invest in platforms like it said Lending Club and Prosper. And it earns interest on loans that you fund. I said, that's a whole class by itself. We need to all talk about this one. See me, talk to me. Let's get something together, because it talks about Lending Club. It says it's a large peer-to-peer platform where borrowers apply for personal loans through the Lending Club, specifying the amount and the purpose and other relevant details. And then the Lending Club evaluates the borrower's credit worthiness and using the traditional credit scoring methods and all those algorithms and everything. And then the approved loans are then listed on a platform where individual investors can browse and invest in fractional portions of the loans, meaning that you can put a portion of your money into the loans to be the support for the loan of the person who is you can be the lender, part lender for the person who wants to be lended money. And then basically after the money is paid back, of course, there's always some interest on that. Then the investors can diversify and get and as the borrowers repay the loans, then the investors, the fractional investors, receive monthly payments consisting both principal and interest. I said, what? I said, I know my audience needs to hear this, because I was like, okay, this is what we need to talk about. These are the types of things that we need to talk about and discuss. So look, I know I have just loaded everybody up, and we'll just watch the replay for all of the big juicy nuggets that we talked about tonight. I probably could have made this one 2 shows, but anything that you have any questions about, please contact me. And of course, ultimately, I work with people with the life insurance, making sure that that's a great part of your portfolio so that it can help you build the wealth while covering yourself if you get too sick. And if you pass away, then you covered your family so that they won't be sitting outside crying, trying to figure out how they're going to bury you and how they're going to figure out how to have somewhere to stay. Now, we know it's nobody like that up here, so we don't have to worry about that. But if you know someone, make sure that you direct them over to me at www.askayanna, and we can set up a complimentary appointment so that we can get things going. I appreciate everybody who has hung in here, listened, and I hope you gleaned and learned a lot. Go back, watch the replay to check anything, to recheck your notes. And until the next time, remember, money is always talking, even if we aren't talking about it. Stay well, stay safe, and make your money.